Erica tries to call her son, but the phone is disconnected. She contacts Marcus, because she knows about the boy's whereabouts. Erica realizes that because of her constant work, she has not been able to keep track of her own son. She considers a picture with Tyler, but danger awaits the woman from behind. A bald man from a blown-up warehouse attacks Erica, and tries to stab the woman with a knife. The agent is well versed in weapons, so a few moments later, kills the bald man. Valerie complains to her husband about her good appetite, because in the first trimester, it gets very bad. Ryan reassures the woman, for her heart may have prompted an improvement in her appetite. She feels the baby's movements, which makes the young family anxious. It turns out that Valerie has already made an appointment with a medical professional who can help her. Ryan gets a call from the agent, and learns about the attack. The woman also admits that Tyler is at the embassy. Ryan arrives at the agent, and learns of the man who was killed, a warehouse guard. Erica reloads her gun to go to the V ship. Ryan offers his help, as he worries about the agent's life. Tyler is being tracked in an alien pod. Lisa notices many calls from Erica, but the visitors intend to leave the guy on the ship. Erica enters the ship, where she begs to see her son. After a short time, Marcus allows it. The man lets the girl into the alien room, where the son tries to convince Erica to stay. The mother denies all attempts to justify herself, and forces Tyler to go home. A team of visitors, led by the girls, is watching. Tyler promises to be back in time for dinner, and disappears. Marcus admits that the guy refused to come down, and that what he saw was just a hologram. He asks the woman not to worry, for Tyler is in good hands. A morning newscast reports on the explosion of a huge medical base. The reporter explains that the FBI has no suspects, but the investigation continues. Opposition is growing, as the fifth column is already on the V ship. Anna is determined to deal with the terrorists sooner rather than later, as things are falling hard. Ryan urges the agent to calm down and not worry about his son's life. He sends Erica to work so the woman can learn more about the nighttime fire. The V's shouldn't disarm the fifth column, as the team is determined to destroy the villains. In turn, Ryan promises to take the vaccine to a good doctor who can recognize the receptor ingredients. In the meantime, Jack is at the V's healing center. The doctors are healing the priest after a stab wound, with modern technology. Jack notices a familiar vaccine, a syringe of which is already on its way to the man. He refuses the vaccine, but severe weakness forces him to take a dose of the drug. Ryan meets a familiar doctor and presents the found vaccine. He asks the woman to find out the side effects of the visitor's drug. It turns out that this is not the only request for the doctor. Ryan explains that his fiancée is pregnant. That's impossible, since people don't have the ability to have children with the visitors. The doctor is shocked, for she has never encountered such a case. The woman says that after the baby is born, the whole family will die. Joshua admits that the entire batch of the killer drug, destroyed. People do not believe in the effectiveness of the usual vaccine, so they do not dare to go to the health center. Anna forces the medic to convince mankind of the efficacy of the treatment at all costs. Sutton heads to the church to talk to Jack. The head Holy Father tells him about the boy's stabbing. George was not even aware of the accident, so the information shocks him. The priest explains that the man is in a V healing center where they intend to save him. George thanks him for the information, and heads to the visitor center. Agent Erica tries to find out more information about the explosion at the healing warehouse. The partner explains that the explosion happened too quickly, so no information is available. The V's offer their cooperation, because they have the right machine. Marcus comes to the agency to apologize. He apologizes for this morning's behavior, and announces Tyler's good condition. Marcus announces that the V's technology allows them to analyze fragments of the chemical explosion. Once they have the data, they can reconstruct the rigged explosion. The vaccines bear the fingerprints of Kyle Hobbs, a dangerous mercenary wanted by all law enforcement agencies. Erica's partner announces that Hobbs is also a strong adversary of the V's, but has never previously left a lead. Edvard summons all officers, and urges them to find the culprit. Erica tells Ryan what she has heard, and plans to go after the visitors. The woman worries that her son is being held on the ship, and she intends to get him out. The agent offers to take the necessary knowledge from Hobbs, so he offers to track down an experienced terrorist. Marcus announces that the agents have taken up the search for Hobbs, and now do not interfere with the visitors' business. Anna plans to talk, only after finding the fifth column criminals. Anna invites the journalist to a communal dinner. She is concerned about the last report, because Chad said a lot of unnecessary things. The girl asks not to be reminded of the V's involvement in the explosion. The alien is agitated by Chad's refusal to vaccinate at the visitors' healing center. The journalist reassures the girl that he is perfectly healthy. To prolong her cooperation with the visitors, Anna asks only for a short report on the treatment center. Jack comes to his senses, which shocks the team. They're already staking the guy out in his room, and they try to calm him down. The priest is frightened because he can feel the substance inside. After a while, the drug begins to consume him, and Jack wakes up. Fortunately, the horrible change turns out to be only a nightmare dream. George sits by the treatment bed, which calms the priest down a bit. He asks her to hurry up and leave the ward. Erica continues her search for Hobbs the criminal, and withholds information from her partner. The agent tracks the man's office, and heads to the designated location. Hobbs observes the agent on the security cameras, and, armed, waits at the entrance. Upon entering the building, Erica notices only an empty office. Moments later, the agents are already pointing guns at each other. Hobbs tries to find out why the agent is in the apartment, but their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of rain. The perpetrator is surrounded on both sides, forcing the guns to be lowered. He tries to find out who the team is, as the agents are behaving suspiciously. Erica's partner has been running a long dossier on New York City criminals, which helps to quickly locate Kyle. The agent explains that the criminal's fingerprints were found on the caps of an important vaccine. He declares that he never leaves a trail, so he was brazenly set up. Erica puts the gun away, and calls in her partner. She explains that she found important information on Dale's hard drive, and invites him to examine the perpetrator's apartment. At any minute, the apartment could be surrounded by a SWAT team, so the only right thing to do is to leave with the team. The FBI SWAT team enters the building, smashing every door that stands. The team tries to convince Hobbs, for personal safety. They promise to reveal who leaked information about an important criminal. The agents find a secret door, and try to break in. At this point, Erica, who has already managed to get Hobbs out, drives up to the scene of the crime. The agents conclude that someone managed to warn the guy. Kyler continues to be examined in a cell where all of his memories are tracked. Lisa tries to find emotional experiences, and the right meaning. The V's are more evolved beings, unencumbered by emotion. Finally, Lisa finds the right memories. The pictures outline family events where her father leaves the family. Now, Tyler will be able to cut all ties with his mother, and forget about the existence of his family. The boy is greatly disturbed by the memories he sees. Anna sends Tyler home so that the boy will give up his mother. Now, he is a real man and must tell the truth. Jack meets with the team, where he embraces Erica. The woman introduces the priest to Hobbs, who can teach the boys the new invasion skins. Hobbs repeats that he has not yet accepted the job, so he makes no promises. Erica warns that the visitors are going to destroy humanity. It turns out that the terrorist only cares about money, and is not concerned about the state of the population. Each of the team has their own reasons for fighting, and they intend to conduct operations. Hobbs is only interested in the money, which makes him quit. The guy is stopped by Rain, who is the visitor. Indeed, he came with the criminals, but is now protecting humanity, and his family. Erica admits that the visitors gave up the information, so they must find out the reasons for the crime. Erica receives a voicemail from her son, who tells her to come home soon. The woman tells Jack that she knows his killer. Now, the guard is dead and will bring no trouble. The priest inquires about his son's condition to make sure Erica's condition has improved. He senses that internal functions have changed. The journalist conducts the promised report from the visitor's health center. He introduces viewers to the visitor's fantastic technique. It turns out that the journalist was found to have a serious aneurysm, but was promised a recovery. The medical capabilities of the visitors have been able to help millions of people on the planet. Marcus warns Anna in danger, because Kyle Hobbs was able to escape the special forces. He plans to raise a huge army against the visitors, but Anna gets ahead of the game. Joshua assembles a team of the best officers from the visitors' 29 ships. Anna examines each man, and chooses one of the officers. Erica collects the broken picture, and notices Tyler. The boy promises he won't leave his mother again. Erica remembers the probe being found, so she pretends to be a law-abiding woman. She trusts her son, and accepts whatever he decides. Erica asks not to hide any secrets, because she is worried about her son. Valerie is about to throw away the pasta, for the girl's appetite prevents her from eating it. She finds a dead mouse near a garbage can, and is going to eat the animal. This seems to be the only thing that can get the girl to eat a little. The strange impulses are stopped by Ryan. The man tries to reassure the mother-to-be, and learns of the constant devouring of food. In a smoke-filled room, the officer and Anna settle in. The couple spend the evening gently, but events are quickly cut short. The woman implores the children to eat, and eats the poor officer. Sydney, Australia. The past is behind us. There is no uncontrolled future that destroys technology. No disease, no fear, and no emotionalism. Anna once again performs a daily ritual empowering people to believe in the visitors. The guy tries to explain to people of faith that the visitors are rapidly acting on their minds, and that everything they say is just a hoax. Anna's words cause people to continue to believe in the unbelievable thoughts of the visitors, and he refuses to accept reality. A guy activates a nuclear bomb, which blows up an Australian ship. What happens earlier is monitored by the V Control, which is aware of the strong influence of the fifth column. Paris and Mexico City have reported a recurrence of fifth column encirclement. They know how to feel empathy, sympathy and love, which will help them unite. The morning news doesn't portray leading events well. Marcus announces that he is beginning a new era of human relationships. Tyler is going to an ambassadorial meeting, but his mother forbids it. In any case, school is much more important than another ambassadorial meeting. The boy gets ready, and goes to school. At the meeting of the ambassadors, there are many journalists watching the important events. Invited members turn out to be registered clients at the health center. Erica panics, for she realizes that her son will go on the ship. She claims she must get to the meeting and save Taylor. Rain tries to reassure the agent, and come up with a plan to save the boy. Apparently, he doesn't trust his mother at all, and is going back to the ship. Kyle Hobbs returns to the team, and inquires about the creation of an army. He is angry, and asks to remind Fifth Column to start a major war with the visitors. Fifth Column watches all the ships, allowing them to move faster. Anna wants to make an important announcement, so the crew needs to sneak onto the ship. Hobbs suggests replacing the V's signals with normal ones. Erica asks to come up with a better plan, because letting Rain go on the ship is very questionable. Pregnant Valerie goes to the V's health center. The midwife reports that the baby is doing fine. The doctor asks for the truth, but Rain refuses. He admits that he loves the girl very much, and does not want to lose her. The man does not want to ruin a precious relationship over the truth, so he offers to get rid of the baby. The doctor informs him that without the important element, the girl will not survive. Visitors are able to produce large amounts of phosphorus, which makes pregnancy easier, but humans do not have these functions. The only solution to save the pregnancy is to get the right element that was on the ship. The agent receives important data on the Hobbs case. Entering the office, Kyle suggests that we go up to the ship urgently. One of the FBI agents has snuck into the V's routes, for he looks and smells like them. Erica is afraid, for he is worried about the lives of the crew. Hobbs explains that he doesn't need any help, and he can handle himself. Ryan admits that he is going up to the ship. Perhaps for his life, it is a huge danger, but he wants to help the investigation. Anna explores memories in the alien chamber. The explosions, the falls, the horrific aftermath of the visitors' invasion, the injuries, and so on are completely unsettling to the chiefs. All of Anna's neurological readings are normal, because the visitors feel nothing, and do not use human emotions. This is the way they decide to check everyone existing on the ship, and find the fifth column's companions. Ryan proposes a grand plan to get on the ship. Erica must track down all the visitors living in New York who have left the city. Hobbs plans to help the guy with the perfect fake IDs. Now, the whole team is put together, and the manipulation done will help execute the plan. Hobbs meets with a friend who brings him all the information about the strange company. New secrets are revealed that viewers have not heard before. All is smooth on the agent's side, but she has a lot of personal problems, and wants her son back sooner. A good idea pops into Erica's head. She plans to take the boy to his father. He adores the man, and perhaps this will move him to stay with people. In the meantime, Rain finally gets on the ship. He looks around the sides, and notices the beautiful nature. Rain walks up to a column of visitors, and attaches a work visa. In the second colony, the man notices a crying baby, which makes him a little upset. The emotionality is noticed by one of the V's and he decides to follow him. Top counselor Marcus does not do the emotional testing, but Anna forbids him to cancel the examination. Tyler communicates with his father, and admits that he is an ambassador of peace. He tells him that the ship is very cool, and beautiful. The son confesses that he always missed his own father, which made him lonely. The boy asks about his father's separation from his mother, but Joe convinces him that the separation was not because of the child. Rain walks the corridors of the ship, and heads to the medical center. In one of the pods, the man takes the phosphorus, but is met by the visitor. He sends Rain for an emotional checkup. Erica worries about Rain's condition on the ship, and tries to call him. In the meantime, Tyler's father tries to find out the reason for the family's arrival. She explains what has happened by saying that she is often at work and is not keeping an eye on her son. The woman denies any questions, because she is worried about her son. George comes to Valerie to ask about finding a man. The boys get to know each other, and are going to talk things over in the kitchen. The man congratulates Valerie on her pregnancy, and leaves. The journalist considers the priest's suggestion, and visits the church. Jack denied all questions, and asks to seek answers on the ship. The journalist refuses to spy, but listens carefully to the Holy Father. Jack feels the distress, and tries to find out the truth. On the way to the V's ship, George calls the agent, with bad news. He explains that the guy hasn't been back for a long time, so he plans to pay him a visit. Erica asks not to fly to the ship, but to meet near the church. Tyler stays with his father, which reassures his mother. On the ship, Ryan fails the emotional test. It turns out that the boys are also fifth column guests. They ask to be alerted to all the men in the column that they urgently need tough warriors. Upon arriving at the church, the team learns that George has gone to the ship. Hobbs says it is a logical decision, and he knew of his plans. This news angers Erica, and she beats the man. At this time, Satin is already on the ship. Anna officially begins a statement about life on board, in which people will be able to move to live on the ship. They are given a tremendous opportunity to spend time in a technologically advanced facility. Candidates from every corner of the planet will be able to take part and begin life on the ship. At this time, Joshua tries to introduce his signal, which interrupts the broadcast. Now the old line "John May alive" is on the screens all over the world. The team rejoices that Ryan was able to survive and made it through the mission. At this time, Visitor is about to head home, but a guard stops him. George saves his friend by killing a determined visitor. The guards take him away, accusing him of being part of the fifth column. Ryan returns home, and is about to make his wife a phosphorus tea to improve her pregnancy. After a short stay at home, the man goes to church. He is angry, for George is not supposed to get on the ship. Anna dispenses vaccinated pills to the V's who have not been tested. All of the exiled residents turn out to be traitors. At this time, the crew tries to devise a plan to get a member of the convoy back. They decide to send Hobbs to the ship, since he's the one who sent the guy aboard. Unexpectedly, Tyler pays Liza a visit. He is very pleased with the girl, and invites her into the room. George is in a locked room, where they plan to cut him. With a light touch of a knife, the traitor is killed.